creating that whirling sensation in the back of the throat. Inhaling for a 3 count, exhaling for 5 to 6 counts. And as you inhale, I want you to think about creating a sense of peace and calm in your body. So really inviting that sense of peace into the space that you're in, into your body, into your mind. And then as you exhale, think about releasing those things from your day that are not serving you well. So inhaling into the belly for a 3 count, exhaling for 5 or 6 counts. And we'll continue in this way for about 3 more breath cycles. Inhaling for a count of 3, exhaling for 5 or 6 counts. So if you're just joining us, we're either in puppy or child's pose today, and just focusing in on that longer exhale, releasing things that you don't need from the body, focusing in on grounding. And then as you continue to breathe, go ahead and take your breath to just a 1-to-1 ratio. So same counts in and out into the low belly. And then create an intention for your practice today, something you'd like to focus on. Maybe we dedicate our practice to ourselves today for self-care during these challenging times, times of uncertainty, just really allowing this time and this space and place for self-care, gratitude for our bodies, and just creating this place in our day for ourselves. When you feel ready, make your way into tabletop. Keep your eyes closed if that's available to you today, and just begin to shift your weight from the hands back down towards your feet. Feeling length in the forearms, feeling length in the sides of the trunk. And as you shift from hands back towards your knees, maybe start to gradually increase your range of motion in the spine. So maybe shifting more forward, coming into a cobra variation, eyes open or closed. And then as you exhale, drawing the navel in, shifting back to a child's pose variety. Begin to flow with your breath. So inhaling, either shifting forward or coming into a back bend in cobra, engaging the tummy muscles, releasing all the way back with the hips open, extended child's pose. Nice, long, deep breaths. So inhale, drop the pelvis down, shine the heart forward, lift the chin. Exhale, C-shape the spine. Drop all the way back, whatever feels good for your body. All the way back for you might be different than your neighbor, and that is fine. Couple more cycles at your own pace. Inhale, lengthening the front body, opening your heart. Exhale, tuck, round, shift all the way back. Pause in extended child's pose if that feels good for you. Good, one more cycle. Inhale, cobra, or just weight shifting forward. Exhale, tuck and round, child's pose. Pause and breathe here, belly breath. Take the knees out wide. Inhale, feel the belly expand towards the mat. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine. Good, one more time. Inhale, allow the belly to expand outward. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine. Good, coming back up to tabletop. Hands and knees, shoulders over the hands, knees underneath your hips. Extend your left leg back, reach your right arm forward. engage the core. Pause and breathe, noticing activation in your midsection. Float the left heel if that feels available to you. If it feels too intense today, just pause, keep the toes down on the mat. Good, exhale, release to tabletop. This time, right toes go back, straightening the knee. Belly draws in, float your left palm up towards the ceiling. Notice the alignment of your spine. Top of the head, down to the tailbone. Nice straight line. Feel the activation around your midsection, pausing and breathing. Good, release back to tabletop. This time extend left leg, right arm. Pausing and breathing. And then set your right arm down, come over to your right knee and hand, modified half moon, open the left arm up to the ceiling, reach through the fingertips. Keep the outer edge of your left foot down here. Just notice the activation in the side body. Deep breath in, reach that left arm up and over next to your ear, soften the tops of the shoulders. Pause and breathe, lengthening the left side body. Good, slowly release, come back to tabletop, find cow pose, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral spine, tabletop. This time, right toes go back. Left palm extends. Again, noticing that activation around the midsection, drawing the navel into the spine. Pause and breathe. Set the left arm down, come over to your left hand and knee. Raise that right arm up to the ceiling. Think about reaching through those fingertips up to the sky, grounding down through the outer edge of your right foot. Pause and breathe. Good, deep breath in, reach that right arm up and over, reaching through the fingertips, but dropping the shoulder on that right side down away from the ear. Pause and breathe, notice, be in your body. Good, slowly release back to tabletop. In that neutral spine position, walk your hands more forward and press up into downward facing dog. Lots of choices for down dog. You can pause and find stillness, or you might add some movement into your down dog. So pedaling out the feet, floating the heels and melting them down. Really just playing a little bit here, letting yourself be in your body, paying attention to what feels good for you. So not necessarily about what I'm suggesting that you do, but really just self-exploration. What feels good for you today? Focusing in on grounding today. So eventually bringing your feet back to about hips distance apart, floating the heels up, raising up to the balls of the feet, deep breath in. Exhale, melt the heels towards the floor. Pausing here. Now notice your hands. Take a moment to spread your fingers nice and wide. Connect your mat with as much of your hands and feet as is available to you. On an inhale, shift the shoulders over the hands. Find plank pose. And be gentle to yourself here. Press into that middle part of the mat. If regular plank feels like too much today, just set the knees down. Still appreciating the activation around the midsection, noticing the length in the spine. Good, pausing and breathing. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Hips are high. Breathing in, looking forward between the hands. We'll step the right foot through and come up to low lunge. So setting the back knee down, walk or sweep your arms up, settle into that front knee, soften the tops of the shoulders, and then let's press the palms forward. So rounding out the mid-back, drop the chin to the chest, separate the shoulder blades. Good, nice deep breath in, lift the arms up. As you exhale, prayer twist to the right. hooking that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Notice the lifting of the center of the chest. So do your best not to collapse over that thigh, but keep your heart lifted. Pressing into your hands, creating a little bit of energy there. Pausing and breathing. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, reach both arms up. And then as you exhale, drive the elbows towards the sides and open the chest. Lift your gaze, lift your chin. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, set the hands on either side of the foot. Tuck the back toes under, downward facing dog. Ground through the hands and feet. Maybe gently shake your head, yes and no. Releasing tension out of the neck. And then bringing your head back in line with the spine. This time, look between the hands, step the left foot through, set the back knee down, walk or sweep your arms up, low lunge, second side. Tucking the tailbone under, letting the tops of the shoulders relax. Good, release the hands, interlace them on top of the sacrum. Draw down and back to open the chest. See if you can press your palms together. If not, don't worry about it. Find that opening across the chest and shoulders, lengthening the collarbones. Pause and breathe, energy into your heart center. Good, release the hands, taking them back up to center, drop the shoulders down. Deep breath in. As you exhale, prayer twist to the left. Again, chest is lifted, rotating the shoulders, letting the rest of the spine follow. Pressing the hands firmly together. Pausing and breathing. Really staying active through your trunk here. On an inhale, reach both arms back up towards the sky. Soften the tops of the shoulders, but reach through the fingertips. As you exhale, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, step forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana, top of the mat. And let's just ragdoll, let the upper body just sway gently from side to side, generously bending the knees here. So whenever we're forward folding today, really think about allowing your chest to come down to your thighs if that's available to you. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows here, kind of cradling them, relaxing the back of the neck. Dangling your fingertips for the floor. On an inhale, come up to a flat back. Appreciate the length in your spine. Notice the activation in your midsection, belly is in. Top of the head is forward. As you exhale, generously fold. Bring your chest to your thighs. Create a lot of rounding in your spine. Pause and breathe. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Halfway lift, lengthen. Shoulder blades draw towards the spine. Belly is in. Exhale, big round and fold again. This time, take your time, press through your feet, start to come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up over your head. And then on an exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lift your gaze, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, inhale, sweeping up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, blink your eyes closed. Pause here in standing. Notice how you feel. Be in your body, in the space that you're in. Recall that intention that you set for your practice today. Good. As you're ready, bring the feet about fist distance apart, come into mountain pose. Palms are forward, broad collarbones. So draw the shoulder blades in and down. Pull the belly slightly inward. On an inhale, reach the arms up, little back bend. As you exhale, swan dive, forward fold, lead with your heart. Generously fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank pose and pause. Breathe in, notice the activation in your trunk. Exhale, find down dog. Grounding down through the hands and feet. So we're gonna move through Sun A, but we're gonna skip that vinyasa series for our first couple of rounds. So look forward, walk or step up to your hands, breathe into a flat back. Exhale, generous fold. Inhale, press through the feet, reach all the way up. Look up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart, creating energy between both palms. Inhale, reach up, little back bend. Exhale, lead with the heart, forward fold, generously round. Inhale, straight spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank pose, pause and breathe. Notice the activation in the midsection. Exhale, downward facing dog, 2 breaths. Remember, you're always welcome to come back to child's pose or any other resting pose of your choice. Cleansing breath, inhale through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. Good, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up, little back bend. Exhale, lead with the heart, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank and pause. Set your knees down on the mat, lower halfway, chaturanga, low push-up. Release to your tummy, inhale, baby cobra, our first time through. Lifting the heart, pausing and breathing. Gaze is forward, drawing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. On empty lungs, walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. Breathe into a flat back. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, again, inhale, sweep. Coordinating movement with breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank and pause. Make your choice here from your toes or your knees, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, any back bend, baby cobra, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, navel to the spine, downward facing dog. Good, be in your body here, grounding through the hands and feet. Looking forward, step the right foot between the hands, come up to warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down, big span between your front and back feet. Send the arms up nice and long, reach through the fingertips. Bend and straighten that front knee a few times if that feels good for you. We're gonna pause and breathe in warrior 2. Tuck the tailbone under. Good, let's take the right arm, bring it on top of the left. So right elbow on top of the left elbow crease. Bend at the elbows. Bring the backs of the hands or the palms to touch for eagle arms. Elbows raise up to shoulder height, tuck the chin a little bit. So breathing into the middle part of the back. Still noticing activation in your legs. Good, on an inhale, send those arms out nice and long. Tops of the shoulders relax. Navel draws into the spine. Good, as you exhale, extended side angle. Forearm can come to the front thigh, reach the left arm up and over, or reach that right hand for the instep. or the outer part of your foot. Do what feels good for your body today. Good, take that left arm, wrap it around the low back for that right hip crease if that's available. Partial bind or full bind if that's in your practice. Shoulder blade tucks in on that left side. Keeping the legs active, the trunk lifted. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, reverse triangle. Nice and slow transition. Shift that right arm back, gently resting your left fingertips on your back leg. Open the right side body. Micro bend in both knees. Pause and breathe. Relaxing your face. On an exhale, windmill your hands down to the mat, find plank pose. From your toes or your knees, vinyasa or skip it and press back to down dog. On your in-breath, any back bend. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Ground through your hands and feet. Connect to the earth. When you're ready, look between the hands, step the left foot through. Rise up, warrior two. Just like you did the first side, you can bend and straighten that front knee a little bit, eventually checking in so that your knee is over the ankle. Really lengthen from the front to the back foot today. Tuck the tailbone under and then lengthen fingertips of that front hand all the way to the back hand. Good, we'll take the left elbow, cross it over the right. So crossing the arms, elbows at shoulder height, bending them, backs of the hands, or palms to touch. Inhale to float the elbows to shoulder height. Exhale, tuck the chin slightly, mid-back stretch. Still activating in your legs, drawing the navel into the spine, slightly tucking the tailbone under. Good, on an inhale, extend the arms out nice and long, drop the shoulders down away from the ears, looking over that left hand. Pausing and breathing in warrior two. As you exhale, extended side angle, any option, forearm to the thigh, sweeping that right arm up and over, or reaching those left fingertips for the floor. Again, partial or full bind, taking that right arm, reaching it around the low back for that left hip crease to open the chest more. Again, being mindful of what your trunk is doing, keeping your chest lifted, barely any weight on that left hand or forearm. Pause and breathe, gazes up or down. Good, as you exhale, reverse triangle. Slowly transition left palm to the back wall. Barely resting on those right fingertips. Good, on an inhale, bring those arms up to shoulder height. Go ahead and take your left toes and turn them forward. So we're in a wide leg stance here. So take a nice deep breath in, reach fingertip to fingertip, and then as you exhale, I want you to hinge at your hip crease. Come into a wide leg forward fold. If you happen to have a block, you can use that for a prop if you need to bring the ground up to you. If you don't have a block, and you want something to feel more grounded in the wide leg fold, go ahead and use a chair. Back of the chair or seat pan of the chair. So as much grounding as you can create in the space that you're in. You might grab your ankles or your legs. You might bring your hands to the floor, but we'll pause for a little bit here. A nice restorative wide leg forward fold. You can do lots of things here. You can play with shifting your weight, toes to heels or side to side. You can grab onto your ankles if that feels good. If you do have a block, you may even place your forehead on your block and just pause here. Good. If you grabbed opposite ankles, you can go ahead and release them. And then we're going to shift our weight over to the right leg for Skandasana. A couple of options here. You can either come up on less of a bent knee, or if it's available to you, you're going to drop down so you're on the ball of that right foot. Hand can be on either side of that knee. And you can point and flex the left foot if that feels good for you, or you can stay grounded through the outer edge of that foot, the pinky toe side of the foot. So it's going to be like a little bit of hip opening as well as some lengthening through the inner thigh on the left leg. So again, if this amount of hip and knee bend is not available to you, I want you to come up to your thigh here. So pause and breathe. If you do have a hand and you're on the balls of your feet, hands are on the ground. Balance challenge here today. Raise one or both of your arms up over your head. Pause and breathe. Draw the navel into the spine, maybe flexing the foot of the straight leg. As you exhale, side stretch towards that extended leg. And then slowly releasing your hands back down. Walk your hands over to side two. So coming to your left side, either chest lifted, coming onto that mildly or milder bent knee and hip, or coming all the way down to the floor here, pointing or flexing that right leg, whatever feels good for you. Keeping your belly engaged, so chest stays lifted. Noticing some length into that right inner thigh and hamstring. And then if it's available and you'd like an additional challenge, one or both arms float up, balancing on the ball of the foot, softening the tops of the shoulders. As you exhale, right hand to the leg, left arm reaches up and over, side stretch. Good, coming back up to center, and then exhale, releasing the hands down. Walk your hands all the way over this time. Turn those left toes to face the front of your mat. Step the right foot forward, and then take a seat in the middle part of your mat. From here, we'll bring the soles of the feet together. One more hip opener, seated bound angle pose. So either grabbing at the ankles, sliding the heels towards you. You can explore forward folding if that feels good. If that doesn't feel good, then you're just going to stay with a lengthened spine. And then if you chose to come forward, go ahead and lift your trunk back up. Send the legs out nice and long here. The legs are out in front of you, maybe bend and straighten the knees a little bit. Sit nice and tall through the spine. Draw the toes towards you. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, hinge and reach fingertips for your feet. On an inhale, come back up to neutral, shoulders over your pelvis. One more time, exhale, hinge, lead with your heart, lengthening the back of the legs here. Maybe this time letting your spine round a little bit. Pausing and breathing. Good, on an inhale, bring your trunk back up. As you exhale, I want you to take your right leg to half lotus. So you're gonna bring that right foot either to your inner thigh or the hip crease of the left leg. Allow that knee to relax out to the side. And then we'll take the left hand to the right leg, the right hand back, and just start to reach and rotate to the right. So spine twist variation. A little more hip opening, relaxing through that right hip and knee. Releasing from the twist, this time take that right leg, step it over the left, draw that right knee in, and then same side twist, so still twisting to the right. This time drawing that right knee across towards the left shoulder, glute and outer hip stretch. Good, slowly come out of it. This time take a counter twist. So just nice and easy, twisting to the left. Long spine. Exhale, releasing back to center. Send the right leg nice and long. This time, left leg comes to the inner thigh or the hip crease on the right, half lotus. Drawing those right toes towards you, sitting tall. Exhale, rotating to the left. Just take a little bit of time here just to notice how you feel. Starting to slow things down, preparing for our final relaxation. Maybe reconnecting with that intention that you set for your practice today. Good, release from that twist. Take the left sole of the foot, cross it over the right, drawing that left knee in, and then left twist again. Left knee comes to the right shoulder. Feeling length into the outer hip and glute on the left side. Each time you breathe in, think about grounding through the pelvis, lifting the top of the head up. Good, release back to center, counter twist to the right. Good, slowly release. Go ahead and bend both legs. Soles of the feet are on the mat. Float the palms up. Take your time, come all the way down to your back, engaging your belly. Once you're on your back, take a full body stretch. Send the legs out long, reach the arms up over your head. Get as long as you can on the mat. And then two options for a nice and gentle inversion today. You can either take bridge pose or unsupported legs up the wall. If you do have a block or a folded towel, you could use that for your legs up the wall variation. So any of those, if you are doing legs up the wall, you'll take your block or your rolled towel, set it just on the sacrum, base of the sacrum, shoulder blades underneath you, one or both legs up to the ceiling, or if you do have a wall nearby, you can scoot your pelvis all the way up to the wall and then extend your legs up. If you'd like to take more of an active inversion, feel free to take any variation of bridge. But wherever you are, active or restorative, just allow the eyes to close. Feel the openness across the chest and shoulders. And take a cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose. Long and deep, exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And slowly come out of your inversion. If you used a prop, scoot it off to the side. One last knee hug in, so drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a nice tight squeeze. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, release to Shavasana, your final relaxation. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Let your palms be open to the sky, your feet and ankles relaxed, falling out comfortably to the long edges of the mat. Allow your eyes to close or lower your gaze. Notice the ground beneath you, supporting your body. Put a pause on the mind chatter. Take a moment of gratitude for your body and everything it does for you each and every day. And also for dedicating this time for self-care. Leaving your mat today, I hope you feel a sense of strength, confidence, and peace. For now, put a pause on everything and just allow yourself to be here in stillness.